Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Gscales. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a chips tier list. In the past, we've done pop and fast food, but today we're going to be doing chips. I picked a Canadian chip tier list just because I live in Canada and most people that watch my videos live in Canada. And Canadian chips are just better in general, so I know it doesn't cover all the chips, but it covers majority of them and like majority of like the mainstream ones as well. Again, this is my opinion on which chips I like and where I rank them in a tier list, so let me know if you agree or disagree down in the comments just because I'm curious about what you guys think. Also, we do have quite a lot of chips, so I'm gonna try to keep the explanations a little bit shorter just because. But yeah, let's get started. Starting off with classic Lay's. I'm just gonna put this in a grate just because this isn't always your first choice, but you don't mind a classic version of chips. They're always gonna be reliable to eat, you know. Same with salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar chips I'm gonna put in grate as well, just because I don't really go for salt and vinegar like Lay's right away, but if they're like there, I'm gonna eat them regardless. Next up, we got barbecue ruffles. Barbecue ruffles I'm actually gonna put in epic. They're actually really good if you haven't tried them before. In my opinion, they're better than any other barbecue flavored chips, on top of the fact that the ruffles also makes it that much better. Coming up next is barbecue Lay's. I think barbecue Lay's are just okay in my opinion. I think they're a little bit overrated and the barbecue taste is just a little bland for me. Like, you'll never catch me buying barbecue Lay's in any world. Moving on, Old Dutch salt and vinegar, I'm gonna put them in good. I don't think anybody really goes out and buys Old Dutch. I think you just buy them when they're on sale. You know, if Old Dutch usually has really good sales for their chips, that's why you'd buy them. You know, like something like 3 for $5 or like 3 for $6, you know, something that make you want to buy Old Dutch. Next is ketchup Lay's. I think ketchup Lay's are S tier, no argument about it. Like, it's pretty much putting just like ketchup on fries. I feel bad for anybody that doesn't live in Canada that doesn't get to experience eating ketchup. These next chips, I don't even know what they are. I'm gonna make a new row underneath trash just for chips I've never seen before. Next up, we got dill pickle Lay's. I think dill pickle Lay's are an S as well. Dill pickle popcorn or chips in general, I love. It's in like my top 3 like flavors. Again, with the next chips, I don't really know what these are, so I'm gonna put them in NA. Next up, we got Ringolos. I think Ringolos are epic just because everybody has memories of putting, you know, the Ringolos on your fingers and eating them off your fingers, and they're also fire. They also taste really good. You can never go wrong with Ringolos. Next up are these like jalapeno chips. I'm not sure what brand this is, but I'm gonna put them in good. I'm also gonna grab the Miss Vicky's jalapeno and put them in good as well, just because it's like the same thing as those. In my opinion, jalapeno chips are pretty good. I don't go out of my way to buy them. Like, if they're there, I'll eat them for sure. They're also really good with a drink, like with alcohol or anything. Like, they're a good like snack on the side. So salt and vinegar goldfish, trash. Like, get that shit out of my face. I think goldfish in general are just trash. The only goldfish that's an exception is pizza goldfish. Goldfish are just disgusting. Again, the next bag of chips, I'm not too sure what these are. Smart Food, I'm gonna put in epic for sure. Smart Food is just fire all around. You can never go wrong with Smart Food, especially the base cheese flavor. That's probably the best one out of them all. They used to have a dill pickle flavor, but they got rid of it for some reason, but their base flavor is probably the best. Next up, we got Cheetos. Hear me out, okay? I think the base Cheetos, like the crunchy base Cheetos, are okay, but I think the puff Cheetos are epic. It's more satisfying eating the puffy Cheetos than it is the crunchy Cheetos when we're just talking about like the base cheese flavor. I'll always go for the puffy Cheetos any day of the week. Next up, haven't tried these before. These sea salt kettle cut chips are okay, I'm not gonna lie. We bought them before just because they were on sale. They're not salt and vinegar, they're just like sea salt base, just like Miss Vicky's original, which in my opinion isn't the best but isn't the worst. Next up, we got Flamin' Hot and jalapeno Cheetos. Those are S tier automatically. I don't know why, but like the base crunchy Cheetos in my opinion are absolute trash, but the jalapeno and the Flamin' Hot are S tier. Next up, we got Fritos. Hear me out, I think Fritos are below trash. I'm gonna make a new row just to emphasize how trash Fritos are. I know some people will agree with me on this, but I know some people are gonna hate me for that. Next up, we have Bits and Bites. I think Bits and Bites original are just good, but the Bits and Bites barbecue are like S tier or epic. If you know me, the next one, I need to make a new row above S just because Hickory Sticks are that good. Hickory Sticks are my all-time favorite chips. Just as much Hickory Sticks I've probably eaten, I've probably dropped on the floor as well, but that's okay because they're the best chips ever made. Next up, the base Dorito cheese. I think they're S tier automatically. I don't think there's an argument really. Like, you can literally never go wrong with Doritos. Same with sweet chili heat. I think they're epic. I don't think they're as good as the original, but they're definitely up there. These next two Doritos I've never had before. Same with the ghost pepper chili Doritos. Chicken wing ruffles I haven't had before either. But these Doritos I actually have had before. I think they're pretty great. It's like a cheese guacamole Dorito mix into one bag, and they're pretty good. I think they only come around at certain times. I don't think they have them in stores all the time, but honestly, they're not bad. Next up, Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar, S tier automatically. Salt and vinegar Miss Vicky's is literally the best. Miss Vicky's in general is the best, but salt and vinegar Miss Vicky's takes the cake by far. Munchies, in my opinion, just because of the pretzels, is trash. Sun chips are like epic tier, but because of the pretzels and the munchies, I think it's just trash. Same with the Cheetos and munchies, because I don't like the Cheetos, like the base crunchy Cheetos and the pretzels, like half of the bag is just trash in my opinion. Next up, Great Value chips. Honestly, Great Value chips are just okay. Like they're not bad, but they're not good, you know? I feel like they're similar to Lay's, where like you don't really go for them over any other chips, but like I feel like they're even worse than Lay's for some reason, just because like Lay's has like the secret formula to making good chips, and Great Value is just like slacking. Next up, Crispers. I think Crispers are good. I don't think they're necessarily good or bad, but I don't think I've ever actually bought Crispers before. I think it's like every mom's like favorite snack, just because they cross the line of being like a little bit healthy because they're baked chips, but like no one actually buys Crispers. Next up, we got Tostitos. Tostitos are like really good with a dip, or if they're with nachos. But I don't think anybody really eats Tostitos by themselves. Maybe like crazy people, but yeah, definitely not something you eat by itself. Doritos Flamin' Hot, I've actually tried once, and they're actually really good. They pretty much taste exactly like Flamin' Hot Cheetos, so I have to put them in S tier with Flamin' Hot Cheetos, because it's essentially the same thing. Cheetos literally threw the Flamin' Hot powder at Doritos, and they just put it on their Doritos, and it's literally the exact same thing. All Dressed Ruffles, I think, are great. They're sort of like an all-person pleaser kind of chip, in the sense that doesn't matter really who you are, you don't mind all dressed. Next up, we got jalapeno Doritos. These are good, just like any other jalapeno kind of chip. If you like that extra little kick, then of course you're gonna like them more than other chips, but they're just good. For the next couple chips, I'm gonna do all the Pringles at once. In my opinion, salt and vinegar, jalapeno, and barbecue Pringles are all in great, but sour cream and onion Pringles are an epic. If there was original Pringles on this list as well, they'd probably be an epic as well, just because they're the best Pringles. But sour cream and onion are definitely up there with Pringles, just because the ratio of flavoring to chip on Pringles is literally the best, and it's the most consistent, so you know you'll never be disappointed with every Pringle. Next up, we got sour cream and onion Ruffles. I'm gonna put this in S tier just because they're my second favorite chip. I know there's a very niche amount of people who love sour cream and onion Ruffles just because they're really addicting. And if you're a sour cream and onion lover, then you definitely like sour cream and onion Ruffles. Anytime I bought chips in the past, it's either Hickory Sticks or sour cream and onion Ruffles as my first choices. For our last two chips, we have sweet chili and smoked barbecue Miss Vicky's. I've actually tried both of these before, and I think they're both epic, just because Miss Vicky's chips in the first place are amazing, and these flavors are both really addicting. The sweet chili can be compared to like sweet chili heat Doritos in flavor. The smoked barbecue can be compared to like the barbecue Ruffles in flavor. But yeah, that concludes my chip tier list. This is the final product. As you can see, chips have a vast amount of opinions on which flavors are good and which flavors are bad. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about my tier list. Let me know what you agree, disagree on, what you would change, and let me know what tier list I should do in the future, because tier list videos are really fun to make and there's a lot of them to do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my chip tier list. Please like, subscribe, comment what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. And the smoked barbecue can be